Hello, I'm Errick McCollum. I'm here to bring to you the EuroLeague playoff predictions. Right now, first matchup we're going to talk about is Barcelona and Munich. This is a series that's interesting. We have Tricky, who's a mastermind of tactics. I think he'll make the series interesting, but Barcelona, I think, is just too strong, and I think they'll prevail. Maybe lose one game max, but I think they're just in the right momentum, and they just have too much talent to lose in this series. I won't say 3-1. I just think, the way XM's playing, the momentum they have from winning the Classico, I feel like this is their time. This is their year. I mean, they were so close last year, and I think Jasikevic will have them ready to do finish the job of what they started last season. The next series we'll talk about is Madrid versus Maccabi. This is an exciting series, especially the issues that Madrid is facing. Anytime you lose a point guard, that makes things extremely difficult. I think Nigel Goss is more than capable of carrying the load. And sometimes what you see with teams is sometimes when you subtract a couple of players, it brings teams together, creates a chemistry, makes the coach's job easier just because he doesn't have to play so many players. So I think you see Madrid start to turn the corner. I think Maccabi will fight. They'll be strong at home. But ultimately, I think they'll lose this series 3-2. For another matchup, I'm going to talk about Milan and Efes. This is going to be probably the best series. For sure, it's going to go probably 5. A battle of guards. Delaney, Rodriguez, Hall, Shields versus Micic, Larkin, Bobois. I've been going back and forth on this one, and it's been extremely difficult. But I think Milan has the guard play that can match up. They have size, they have length. I think they can give Efes some problems. But I do think it's a coin flip. It's 50-50. You can't go wrong with either pick. But I'm going to go with Milan 3-2. They have the home court. They're in a good flow. And if they play at the level that I think they're capable of, I think they can pull this out. Our last matchup, we have Olympiacos and Monaco. Every year in the Final Four, there's always a team that kind of slides in that you didn't expect. This is the series I'm going to pick. It's a Mike James-led team. Monty Eunice is a great player. Dwayne Bacon. This is a dangerous series for Olympiacos. I think they're going to have issues kind of trying to contain Mike James. They have a good defender in Thomas Walkup, but outside of that, their guards aren't really defensive oriented. And I think Mike James will have his way in this series and lead his team to the Final Four. Yeah, so semifinal, the first matchup we're going to talk about is Barcelona and Madrid, assuming they both advance. I think this year Barcelona's dominated Madrid. I don't know what's going on there, but just feels like they have their number. They're in a good form, good rhythm. It's extremely difficult to beat a team many times, but in one game, I'm going to put my money on Barcelona. I think they'll get it done. They'll be extremely motivated, not just to get to the championship, but, it's a little bit extra sweet when you can beat your rival. The last semifinal matchup I'll talk about is Monaco and Milan. It's going to be a lot of intrigue there, just with the Mike James situation from when he was at Milan and when Messina came, took over the reins and, he did not see a need for the player. That's a lot of motivation, but I think Milan will pull that out. I think they're a strong team. I think they're built for the format of playing one game with their depth, their balance. You can't really focus on one guy. They have 5 to 6 guys who can score, 7 to 11 points, and Shields is the leader. Ultimately, I got to go with Milan, pulling the game out, controlling it with their defense and their balance. For the third place game, we'll have Monaco versus Real Madrid. It's always tough when you play the third place game. You're feeling dejected. You're feeling like you didn't meet your mission. I think Monaco will be a little bit more motivated just because it's something historical for their club. It's something that, they've never seen. And, I think Real Madrid would kind of be facing, a little hangover. I would see Monaco, get in that third place. And as for the championship, we're going to talk about Barcelona and Milan. It's going to be a great matchup, a great guard play, Mirotic on the inside. I don't think there's anybody that can really guard him on Milan except for Kyle Hines. But you kind of want to keep him, in the pick and roll actions on Brendan Davies. So I think Messina is going to have some decisions to make. Do you want to slow down Mirotic, or do you want to kind of control that, pick and roll play with Coletes and Laparelli? Ultimately, I think this is Barcelona's time. They were so close last year. Great roster, great players, a great coach. I'm pretty sure of it. As long as they can stay healthy and continue to follow the coach's plan, they will be the champion. These are my predictions for the EuroLeague playoffs. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be entertaining. I hope I'm right. I believe I will be right. I'm confident. That's the beauty of the EuroLeague. Anything can happen. But if I am confident, I'm going to have to go with my friend Jeffrey Laverne, and I'm a red wine guy. I'm a Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm this type of guy. So, if I'm right, I think, a nice dry red wine will do. And if I'm wrong, I'll have to send them some as well. Maybe I'll get them something of my brother's when he releases the next production, if they're red wine guys or rosé. Hopefully I'm correct, and I'll be enjoying my wine, sipping and relaxing. But for sure, Barcelona, they're going to win it all.